Welcome guys to another video on NIKKE Goddess of Victory. Now in today's video I've got an interesting video because we're going to be talking about the worst manufacturer in the game or the worst type of units in the game, which is kind of sad to say because honestly you can tell the devs give no love to this type of characters. So going over to here, we have a bunch of characters. If you guys are wondering what I'm talking about, I mean like the manufacturer or the company. So Elysion over here. Elysion sucks, guys. Elysion is the worst manufacturer slash company in the game. We have Merciless, which is good, very good. We have Tetra, which some of the best characters in the game. We have Pilgrim as well. Obviously Pilgrims are just goated, obviously with one worst like terrible character. We have Abnormal, even they have good characters. 2B, A2, even though they have like limited characters, they have very strong units. And then we go over to the Elysion, which don't actually get that many characters coming in, and even when they do, they're not okay. Some of them are good, like I said, but most of them are just absolutely bad. Basically, if you're summoning on a banner and it says, let's say you're summoning for, let's say, a specific character, so let's say Red Hood right now, but you pull off banner characters and it says Elysion, you already know it's a bad pull. If it says Merciless, you can potentially get some very strong characters. If it says Tetra, you guys are excited as well. It says Pilgrims, you're excited. And then when you see Elysion, you just start crying. Honestly, you know your pulls suck when you pull Elysion characters, because let's go ahead and see them right now actually. So like I said, there's a couple that are good. We have Privity, who is actually very good for PvP. Free character though, so everyone has one copy of this character. Obviously there's nothing bad with having dupes. You don't use her in every single content, but she's actually a very good burst free character. But I'm pretty sure when you're summoning for a character, you don't really want a free unit, so you're gonna have other new units, but whatever. We have Helm. Actually fell off a little bit now because burst free is just dedicated for like main damage dealers. Helm is not really that. She's just there for the heals from the burst. You typically don't want to waste your burst on healing. If you're burst free, you rather use any other burst free character. She's still good to have though for like bosses, solo raid, to fill up your team. 5 different teams you can use. Obviously having Helm will be great, but honestly she's not like top 5 honestly, or top 10 in the game, so even pulling her can kind of suck. But honestly I am happy with my Helm. I'm happy to pull more copies of her, but maybe no, actually no, I'm not happy to pull more copy of her. I think I've had enough. Going over to Polly, who is actually quite good. The only issue with Polly in my opinion is the burst skill, which is the cooldown to 40 seconds, which is my only issue with this. She's actually a pretty good burst 2 character, not that bad, but honestly we've had a bunch of very strong burst 2 characters, so her role has kind of fall back a little bit. But like I said, she ain't bad of a character. She has pretty good skills in general, but she's been there since day one. Majority of people have her, but even if you don't have her, she's still a great character. But you're not really summoning to even pull copies of her. Honestly, I don't use her anymore. Literally, I've not used Polly since 2 months. 2 months into the game. Literally, I've not touched Polly. Going over to Emma, only PvP honestly, and even then, unless you have Jackal, you wouldn't want her. Marciana, who is a new Elysion character, who is actually pretty good though. So like I said, there's a couple that's also strong. Marciana is definitely up there for the best Elysion type character. Like I said, burst 2, dedicated healer, pretty good to have for bosses and like solo raids and whatnot. So Marciana, very good. We do have this burst 2 Helm. However, this is a exclusive character. I think limited character, that's it, limited unit, so you can't get her in the banners right now. So even though she's an Elysion, you can't get her. You have to wait for a rerun potentially. And this character is actually very good as well for burst 2 as well. She's actually very good. I use her in my solo raid team as well. Very nice. Has a 20-second cooldown, but like I said, if you're pulling Elysion in your banners right now, you won't see her, so there's no way you would actually get her. So it's a no. Even though she's very strong, I wouldn't really count her into this like reason why I believe Elysion is the worst, worst company. She is strong, but you just can't get her unless she's in a limited banner. Going over to Mast over here, very strong character, like again. However, she is not a universally like strong character. You probably want to fit her around a specific team which benefits from max HP, so 2B. And I believe someone said that you can actually use her in the team with Scarlet as well, which unfortunately I don't have Scarlet, so FU game. What is it? So the rest of them are, oh yeah, we do have Guillotine, it's actually quite decent, but Guillotine is only used for like solo raid, and even then I don't actually use her. I haven't invested in her. I think I'm not going to invest in her. D is pretty good, but like I said, I don't use her. She's only really useful for like burst regeneration. Is that it? And also damage to parts. But if you have great damage dealers, it don't really matter. These are pretty good burst too for a PvP. So Lane decent. Neon, absolute garbage worst unit in the game. Bridge, not bad. Signal, not bad. Median, not bad. But yeah, as you can see, majority of them are not bad characters. They're not your top picks. Like I said, Privity, not actually, yeah, Privity is definitely in top tier for Elysion, as well as Marciana. If I was to say who are the most important in the Elysion, it is Privity, Marciana, and then Mast. But even then, none of them are like the best of the best in the game. Privity does have her own team that makes her one of the best in the game, actually, if you're using her with Dorothy. But most of them are just not bad characters, but they're not your main picks. If you go back to like other companies, so go over to Missless, Litz are the best, literally the best. Drake the best, the best. Oh, okay, like the best. No. For PvP, very good. You can also use her in PvE as well for like solo raid as well, so not bad. Not bad as well. She used to be top tier, but like she doesn't provide anything else but like damage. But yeah, if you don't have a good burst 2, she's an absolutely amazing burst 2 character to use. Not bad. Oh, is it bad for this one? I'm not sure. But as you can see, there's a lot of top tier characters in this team. Going over to Tetra, you're gonna have the same thing. Very strong. Very strong. Okay. Very strong for bosses. Burst 2, good burst 2, very good burst 2. Sorry. Okay. Useful in solo raid, and then the rest are like garbage, I think. So as you can see, most of the other ones have like top tier characters. Elysion, I would only say Privity is literally like the top tier one, and Marciana, because they can be used in any team. Marciana for if you need a healer, Marciana is there. If you need Privity for any team that works with like what's called, where is it, last bullet. So activate with last bullet. She also reduces ammo capacity. So it makes her very good for teams where they want to hit with the last bullet. So in my opinion, the top tier one is definitely Privity and Marciana and Helm. Mast is good, but you only really use her with a specific team in mind. So that's why I believe with the Elysion characters, they are not the best. I probably titled it they suck, but it's an overstatement. I'm obviously not saying that, but you obviously don't want to pull any Elysion characters when you're summoning. I can't lie, you'd rather pull Missless, you'd rather pull some Tetra, because you have a chance to have some of the best like top tier characters in the game. And honestly, most of the Elysion characters I don't use, and even if I use them, it's specific content, and if they're not your number one pick. And if you go over to the Elysion, they don't have a main damage dealer. Actually, that's one of the main issues with Elysion. Elysion does not have a main damage dealer, and that's why right now in the tower I have not progressed that much. The biggest issue with Elysion, they don't have a good DPS unit. Neon could have been that one, but they had to butcher her up. Most of them are just supporters, and even then they're not the best supporters to use. Honestly, none of them will classify as the best supporter except probably Mast, but like I said, for a specific team. But yeah, all of them have their uses, but the fact that this team does not even, or this company does not have a lot of main damage dealer kind of hurts it, honestly, which I am not a fan of that. Missless and Tetra are just filled with like great top tier characters, and they are eating good. So maybe in the future we can see the revival of the Elysion team, because honestly they need to do something with them. We've seen the devs show so much love to the Tetra that honestly it was insane. I believe the community honestly thought that the devs just loved Tetra, and the Tetra units were just bribing the devs or something like, yo, keep putting us in the game and whatnot. And that's why it was actually one of the biggest disappointment ever when when Neon came into the game, and they actually decided to actually F her up so bad. They messed this character up. Even with the buff, show my day, she was doo-doo. So I think actually they might do this thing where I have a feeling that there's limited characters, so the summer ones and winter ones will rerun whenever the season comes back again. So Neon might potentially rerun again next summer. However, I'm hoping they do a buff as well, because even if they rerun this banner, no one will be summoning. Yeah, she looks beautiful and whatnot, no one wants that. So they might potentially do a rerun for that, and you know, do a buff when they come out. I have a feeling they might also do that for like they're not in this one, Anne Marie and Winter Rupee, because they said they're going to rerun the story, so they might rerun a banner as well, which yeah, they need to buff both of those characters up. But anyways, that is it regarding this video. We're talking about Elysion, the worst manufacturer / company in the game. If you agree, tell me down in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more content on NIKKE Goddess of Victory. It's been your boy AC Gamer, and I'm out.